Hello, living like a boss here, August 28th of 2022. Today we're working at our old case D again. Yeah, we just did a little bit of work on it before. We put a new piston rod and bearing assembly in. But now we are having a generator or alternator problem. It's not charging the battery properly. And that would be because of this here ratty old belt. It's not really grabbing the pulleys like it should, and it's not it turns the alternator at an idle or whatever, but when it depends to be charging, it just slips the belt. It doesn't squeal or anything because it's so ratty and dry. It just like spins on the pulleys. And then I got thinking we're gonna do a little analyzing or understanding of what goes on here with the alternator, and it applies to a generator as well. As you can see, the fan is going to turn to the left. Sitting on the seat, it's going to turn to the left to draw wind in through the radiator and across the engine block here, and it actually hits the alternator. But the alternator is going to be turning this way as well. And you'll see, because of the way the fins on that pulley are shaped, it's going to be drawing air from the center and blowing it out here. So therefore it has to draw from the back. Now you would think that, why even have the darn thing? The air from the fan is hitting the alternator, and it is presumably going to go through the alternator for cooling. But that's not what the main purpose of that assembly is. The main purpose is an air filter for the alternator. You got to think that this is an ag tractor, and it's going to be working in the field, and it's throwing dirt through the radiator along the block, blasting it. So with that direction, it's going to go in through the alternator or the generator, and just dust is going to be blowing right through the center of it. But what happens here is they reverse the suction on these alternators and generators, so the flow goes this way and out. The fast moving air going this way, carrying the dirt, the vacuum is such that it will turn the air around, but the dirt stays going. So therefore it results in a air filter per se on the alternator. No dirt goes through the alternator, just almost clean air. So it's just something I come across there thinking when I was working on these things. It's kind of like a funny concept, but it does work really well. It's the basics of any air filter when you think about it. It diverts the direction of air such that the dirt cannot follow it. The dirt is heavier, so it carries on through. But anyway, we're going to keep on going here. I got a brand new belt up here, an A32 from Napa. I got to work it in behind the main belt and pulley. I got it loosened off already, so it's loose. And I just got to insert it over the fan and rotate the engine over till it squeezes the fan underneath the belt, or not the fan, but the belt, the alternator belt underneath the main fan belt, and ends up on this side. And then we'll tighten her back up and see what happens after that. But anyway, I just thought it was an interesting point to explain what a air filter on a generator or a alternator is. Catch up to you later. Bye.